How are we doing, folks? It's Mario from MF Fly Tying. If you are just new to the channel, thank you very much for joining me for the first time, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. So in the vise today, I've got a hook to try out, and these hooks are from Titan, which can be found on the UK Stillwaters Facebook page. Go and check that out. I think there's 3 different types. You've got the Titan 5X buzzer, you get the Titan 5X blob hook, and you've also got the Titan 5X wet hook. So I'm going to be tying on size 14 buzzer hook. So before we start, as far as the strength of these hooks, you'll see you can't move them. I mean, for a small hook, putting on a lot of pressure on the hook and it's not budging. So if you are looking for hooks that you won't be able to open up, this is certainly one to try out. I've not fished with them yet, but given the fact I can't move it in the vise, suggest a pretty tough hook. So we'll go ahead and we'll tie it, and this fly that I'm tying it's actually a small dry. So I've just added a wee bit of super glue to the hook, which is a little bit slidey, and I'm just going to come down just to where the point of the hook is, and I'm going to come in with this stuff here, and this is going to create a shuck, and this is from Textream, and it's fluoro olive, and it's a body fly pearl, as I said, in chartreuse. Just want to get ourselves a reasonable length, and we'll double that over and then double it over again. And we want to get that tied in at the back. Remove our waist and then just tidy everything up at the front, ready to tie in our CDC. Now, because we're tying on a slightly heavier hook for this, I'm going to take 5 plumes. Again, it just really depends on the quality of your CDC feathers. You might need some more, you might need a little bit less. It's entirely up to yourself. I prefer extra CDC rather than not enough. Nothing worse than being on the water, finding out that you can't get your flies to sit. So a couple of turns. Get that locked in. And we'll just leave everything to cut at the end. For the dubbing, this is from Chuck and Duck, and this is a squirrel dubbing. So it's nice and fine, spiky material, which is what you're looking for, because when we're finished this, we're going to brush this right out. So you need to start with a little bit extra to begin with. So when you come in with your brush, you're left with some dubbing. That should be enough. Lift everything back. A few turns at the front. And then we'll come into whip finish. So it looks a little bit of a mess just now, but once we've got this thread whipped on and removed, we'll start to remove some of the other materials, and you'll see what we're left with. Right, first thing to go, in this CDC that we've got left, at the back of the hook, we just want to come in and just leave a wee tuft at the back, and that's just going to help for flotation. And then for our shuck, just come to the end of the hook and cut that off. Just could have come in a wee bit tighter there, that's fine. And that's going to represent the shuck at the back. And then with your dubbing brush, just come in and pull those materials out. There you go, guys. It's a great wee pattern just for sitting in the film of the water. As I said, use a little bit extra CDC just to make sure that you get that fly floating. You can always cut it back a little bit on the water if you feel it's sitting up too much, but you've got the natural squirrel in there, which should set that fly up nicely. So hopefully, guys, when the fish are high up in the water and they're taking the dries or just subsurface, that's a great wee pattern just to throw out there at those trout that are maybe being a wee bit fussy. No body on it whatsoever. That's underside of it there, and just that wee accent at the back for where the shuck was. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed that. If you aren't already subscribed, I'd love for you to continue to support the channel and give us a wee follow. And as I said, hopefully you guys are out in the water and getting a chance to fish some of the buzzers that we're getting at the moment on the Lake of Menteith. Haven't quite got them on herl yet, but the weather's about to a little bit warmer next week, and hopefully they go hard on the buzzers and we get some action. So tight lines, guys, and thank you very much for your continued support.